Thank you everyone for the B-Day wishes. I am now 28 years old, in case you're wondering. Yes, I am getting old, just like this gameplay I'm showing right now from June 2011. This is one of my all-time greatest games of Call of Duty. I go 31-0. And yes, it says it's on Dan's account if you pay real close attention, because at this time his Xbox broke again, and I ran out of Xbox Live membership, so I just decided to use his account instead of buy more Xbox Live Gold at that time. Once he finally got a new Xbox, obviously, then I just bought membership. But yeah, it's crazy to think. When I turned 14, I bought a 360, and now 14 years later, I'm pulling it out of the shelf and playing it all over again. Shout out to Austin, though, for selling me his 360 pretty cheap years ago. Even with a bunch of games, it's finally coming in handy now. My old Xbox is in pieces. The OGs here from the DAB 955 channel know why. For those that ask, potentially when Dan... I just bring this up because I get asked this a lot. When Dan is potentially better out of the mental hospital, I'll see if I can get him to rage again or do something funny and record it for you guys, but we'll see. Last thing about the classic CODs I want to bring up, I will be streaming them on Twitch and Kick, and we'll be playing with viewers. The links are below. Follow me there. Also, over Labor Day weekend, I'm going to be doing a lot of recruiting to some of my OGs that I played with back in the day to see if I can get them out of retirement. I know those would be good streams, and it'd just be real fun to catch up with them. And again, I think you guys would like them, especially once we get our movement back. We'll be real good. Anyways, moving on. I'm sure some of you are wondering what else I'm doing these days, non-YouTube related. So these last few years, I've been selling a lot of things online. I've been selling on eBay since 2018. Last summer, I basically started my own retro online video game store called Vince's Man Cave, and that's going great. Next year, I'm hoping to make my own website, just so I can get off the third-party apps and add more items. And then even in 2025, I want to turn it into an LLC, maybe even hire people to do portions of the work. That's pretty easy to do. And I like I said, I want to have more stuff, not just video games. I want to have sports stuff. I want it to be, guy stuff, jerseys, sports cards, trading cards of any kind. Anything you'll want to put in your man cave. Or if you're a woman, you're shopping for a man in your life or kids, you'll probably find something there that they would want. Probably wondering where I'll have the time and capital to do this. Well, hopefully crypto is my answer. I got a good size, good bag now. I've been buying during this bear market, and I believe, first I'll say I'm going to be buying more. And then in 2025, I believe that's going to be the next crazy year when everything goes way up in crypto, and obviously sell then and put that money towards the business, and hopefully be able to spend more time doing YouTube, because I like creating content so much more than my job. Work a job where I basically do the same 5 things on repeat, 40 hours. Really not that stressful at all. Use about 10% of my brain power, and I spend the other 90% thinking about doing YouTube, growing business, and just other projects and adventures I could be doing besides working and doing the same thing over and over again. Whether it's the Players Only podcast, Fantasy Football Gurus podcast, Career Chronicles, or even the food challenges, I'm much more passionate about doing stuff like that than sitting in an office for the next 40 years with people that don't even want to be there. I'm sure a lot of you can relate. I'm just lucky that it's not too stressful a job. But yeah, as far as YouTube goes, I always use the analogy that I'm like a point guard. I want to put people in positions where they'll be funny, entertaining, or insightful. Like a guard, I want to pass. I want to put people in a position, to give them great shots, or even make a good play. Austin, he's like the small forward on the team. He's in the trenches with me weekly, brings different insights and interest to the Players Only podcast and the Fantasy Football Gurus podcast. And even, we'll come by on streams, or I'll stream with him a lot. We definitely both want to see the community grow. He's also a great person to ask when it comes to fantasy football questions. Just drop it on Discord, message him, whatever. If I'm ever busy or forget to respond or something, he's someone that can give you a great insight, great opinions. I know he's been doing it forever. He's had a lot of great teams. And, we follow fantasy football stuff year-round, so just something to keep in mind. One day, as far as the Fantasy Football Gurus podcast goes, we do want to make that more of like a live stream thing where we'll even answer questions that you guys post on Discord, rate teams, analyze trades, or whatever you guys want to talk about, really. I just like fantasy football questions, thinking about if I were in this person's position, what I would want to do, what I wouldn't want to do, stuff like that. Another quick note, too, is I do have my eyes on a couple of people to bring for guests on the Players Only podcast. We're looking for content creators, have on for an episode, talk about some, events in the news and just kind of what they're doing, what they see, maybe crazy stories they have, anything that you guys would find interesting. Just something to keep that in mind. And then for the average Joes, maybe one day I'll interview you for Career Chronicles. Shout outs to Falcon for being the main guest so far on Career Chronicles and telling so many funny stories and moments from his days at Walmart. After the break, we're going to pick that up again, let alone his other employers to also talk about and stories there. Also, for Career Chronicles, I plan to interview others like Jackson, a.k.a. Crow, about his time at GameStop. Shout-outs to Crow. Got a feeling that series will be fire. Also, myself, Jackson, and Austin have plans to talk about college and some stories there. And those, no doubt, will be legendary. Some stories we'll even have to leave out because they're just so good. Last series hit on quick is the trash food challenges. Shout outs to Brandon. For ingesting shit, I would never expect to see him destroy more food and drinks before the end of the year. If you see anything you want us to try, tell us on Discord. For those that ask why we talk about so many different things on this channel, it's just simply Vinsanity TV. It's about making it a channel for guys, for dudes. It's for the boys. So we're going to talk about sports, video games, anything else that could be found interesting. Last quick thing I want to hit on. I will be streaming tonight. If you want to come by and play some classic Call of Duties or just say hi. Otherwise, next few days I'll be out of town for Labor Day weekend. And when I get back Monday, it's going to be back to work. I love the grind outside of my regular job, and I can't wait to show y'all some of the content coming these next few months. Peace out. Thanks for watching till the end, and have a good one.